I, 34M, live in a small lakeside community where most of the properties are privately owned but under the management of an HOA. I inherited my grandfather's house here, a beautiful old cabin with direct lake access via a narrow gravel path that's technically on a shared easement. My grandfather helped design the easement agreement with the HOA back in the 80s, so I've always had legal access to the path and dock. The neighbors on either side never had an issue, until Karen, not her real name, but you get the idea, moved in last year. Karen, mid-50s, very much the "I run this neighborhood" type, joined the HOA board within a few months of moving in. Immediately, she began reorganizing things. She started by sending out emails about lawn heights, garbage bins, and even tried banning wind chimes. Then came the lake path war. One morning, I found orange construction fencing blocking off the path to my dock. There was a handwritten "HOA property, no access" sign zip-tied to it. At first, I thought it was a mistake, but when I contacted the HOA, guess who replied? Karen. She said the path was a liability, and that her committee voted to close it for maintenance and review. I reminded her that I had a deeded easement, and this wasn't up for debate. She insisted I had no right to threaten the safety of the community with my unstable wooden dock. It's perfectly fine, by the way. I even showed her documents from the county confirming my access rights. She ignored them and threatened me with fines if I tampered with HOA property. I lawyered up. My attorney sent a cease and desist letter. In the meantime, I started parking my kayak trailer in front of her house, not to be petty, just because it was the only open space close enough to access a secondary drop-in area. She freaked out, calling it visual pollution, and reported me to code enforcement. They found nothing wrong. Then came the twist no one expected. One dry July evening, I was out front grilling when I heard this strange popping noise. Then, whoosh, flames erupted from Karen's driveway. Her luxury SUV was engulfed in fire. I ran over, called 911, and helped make sure she was out of the house and safe. The fire department showed up and managed to put it out before it spread. Turns out, she had parked her car over a pile of dry leaves near her still warm catalytic converter. It wasn't arson or sabotage, it was good old-fashioned careless karma. What made it even crazier? The fire department had to cut through the very fence she installed to access the nearest fire hydrant, which was on the lakeside. Her attempt to block me ended up blocking the fire crew, causing delays. When the chief learned it wasn't even legal, he gave her a brutal public dressing down. The HOA, let's just say the board wasn't happy. After a full hearing, which I attended, popcorn in hand, Karen was voted off the HOA board and fined for obstructing emergency access. The easement was restored. I now have a brand new, private lake access, easement protected by law, sign on my path. Karen still lives there, but she doesn't say much anymore. Her new car, parked far away from any dry leaves. Sometimes, karma takes a while. But when it comes, oh, it's sweet, smoky, and fire truck approved.